that an email, Mr. Jones?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jones. So
I'm not reading it. This is from, what's this have to do with Sandy Hook?
I'm not asking you a question other than that's an email you sent. Let's start there. Can you do that? Can you say that's an email you sent?
I must have dictated that to my assistant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are, you would agree with me, there are emails, hang on a little thing, I'm done with that. There are emails that you've sent to your lawyers, your staff, and others concerning your business operations that we requested for, Sandy Hook, other topics that have been requested in this lawsuit, like Zero Hedge. You'd agree those emails, they exist. Do you agree to that or not?
I've dictated emails to people, and you guys have gone and gotten other people to give you their emails. But that is my personal email that I use for personal stuff. Has nothing to do with Sandy Hook, unless lawyers have sent me emails there that my assistant prints off for me. I don't know what you've cut off or on.
Does it matter? Is there anything before and after that that would make it great to show pictures of our judge on fire and telling the world she's involved in pedophile? Can you tell me the context that would occur before or after?
This motherfucker was trying so hard. It's like he's trying to lose. He went. Not only did he perjure himself on like no emails, no text messages, whatever, he lied, but he also went on his show and said the judge was a pedophile, dude. Like, I showed you the segment earlier. It was the 1P segment that we watched, where he's currently in a fucking defamation court case, and he went on fucking his show during the trial and said the judge is a pedophile. Like, there is, what do you do about this man? I can't. It's like, it is beyond the scope of comprehension. It is beyond the realm of reason. What do you do to this man? And worse, and I cannot stress this enough. He has an army. Like, this man who is this fucking stupid, who is this fucking unhinged, has a revenue stream that is $800,000 a day at certain points in 2018 during CPAC. Do you understand? He was at the January 6th insurrection rallying his troops for Donald Trump. He has had the previous president, Donald Trump, on his fucking broadcast. This is America. This is how bad things really are. Okay? And I still have dudes who goes, what if he's a pedophile? Aw, you jelly. Some of you need to be euthanized. Okay? It's just like you need a lobotomy. You need a medically induced procedure that stops you. Okay? Like, if you're that unhinged and you're like, so what if he's a pedophile? You need to get a fucking lobotomy. We got to bring that shit back like JFK, you know what I'm saying? Not like the JFK lobotomy. That was different. I'm talking about the other Kennedy that got lobotomized. It's crazy, man.
That makes sense. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry.
I believe you. If you're only wanting to go off 5 seconds, I believe the thing is, the judge is the fire burning Lady Liberty. It's not the judge. The judge is consuming freedom.
Wouldn't you agree with me, Mr. Jones, that I sure hope some of your viewers are able to make that distinction that you just stood on the air, don't you?
Object.
All I know is,
Your Honor.
is that I take this very serious.
Saying and withdrawn, so stop.
tell this jury you're taking this trial seriously. But you're telling the world that someone inside Travis County government rigged the jury summons and picked these jurors specifically who don't know what planet they are on. Correct? That's what you're telling the world.
I'm saying that could potentially be a danger if they don't know what's going on.
I think that's potentially is what you're saying. Potentially.
Bro, he was already omega fucked to begin with. But there is nothing funnier than being on a defamation suit where being on trial for defamation, where like your words impacted the lives of Sandy Hook victims to a degree where you are being successfully sued, and what your fans did after your unhinged sentiments, like directly your fucking action and reaction in that situation is why you're on trial. There's nothing funnier than continuing to do the exact same thing about the fucking judge and the jury. Like, there is nothing. I don't know what to say. It's like if he was being sued for like fucking vehicular manslaughter and then he somehow escaped and tried to run over the judge's son in his car. Like, I wasn't doing that, but here I am now. Like, what the fuck? And then doing it to the jury, too. He can't fucking help himself, dude. It is so insane.
You didn't go on your show and say those words, is what you're going to tell me.
Can you show me?
I would be happy to. For the purposes of impeachment, we would like to now offer a video from Mrs. Drone's show on Friday saying those words.
The funniest part about this trial, though, is that his fucking fan base is so mentally ill, so incredibly deranged, that he could just as easily be like, I was deepfaked, that wasn't me in trial, and they would believe it. You understand? There was a deepfake. It wasn't me on trial. And his fan base would be like, yeah, that's right. That's actually right. He has a fan base? Bro, January 6th was his fan base. What do you mean he has a fan base? Here are some fun facts about Alex Jones that bears repeating because a lot of people just simply don't understand that if you can't see it, that must not mean that he's big. Okay? The president was on his fucking broadcast. He made $800,000 a day off of his revenue streams directly from Infowars.com. Okay? $800,000 a day. Dude, this is my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail after the January 6th committee finds all my fucking text messages, okay? By the way. I mean, look at this man.
We'd object to impeachment on a collateral matter in 403, Your Honor.
Overruled.
This time, let's go ahead and play that video PDX 35.
Yeah, a lot of people are awake to the New World Order, but they're experts in leftist jurisdictions in sending out jury summons and hitting, let's just say this, extremely blue-collar folks. I mean, half that jury panel does not know who I am. They said that, and when they were asked during the jury impaneling yesterday, do you believe the media has ever got anything wrong about Alex Jones? They all unanimously said no. So, it's people do live in all these different bubbles. And there's the bubbles that are awake and the bubbles that are questioning, but then there's the blue city bubbles where people do not know what planet they are on.
Mr. Jones, you don't like that.
Why are they platforming Alex Jones in the court? Can't believe they're showing Alex Jones in the court case. Why are they platforming him?
This jury is made up of blue-collar folk. You think that's wrong?
No, I don't think that.
You don't think they know what planet they're on?
I'm saying some people, like you said in your opening statements, that live in bubbles. We all live in bubbles. And if people live in a mainstream media bubble, they might not have ever seen what I really say or done. That's what I was saying.
I understand that you've been unable to attend a good portion of this trial due to a medical issue. Is that correct?
Only a few, some of it, yes.
Sure. And you told the press outside this courthouse that it was because of an untreated hernia?
Well, I'm going to have to get that taken care of and a bunch of other stuff.
It's absolutely inappropriate for Mr. Bankston to question Mr. Jones about his health issues. He wasn't under subpoena. He didn't have to be here. It's private information. What is right or wrong with his health?
Wasn't private.
Okay. Mr. Jones has the right to talk about his health with anyone he wants. We don't. Other people don't. You can talk to him about attendance. He's not required to be here. It's his choice. But let's not go into his. Let's move on.
I hear you, Your Honor.
There wasn't a real legal objection. It's kind of a.
Okay. You've been on your show most of last week, pretty much every day last week?
I did an hour here, I take some as well.
Okay. And you've been screaming and yelling on your show, right?
Yes, just like the media's been doing that.
Okay. Haven't been coughing on your show, have you? All these coughs in court, they don't happen on the full hour of your show. You don't ever cough, right?
I mean, I've got cough drops right here in my pocket. I've got laryngitis and a torn larynx. I mean, it comes and goes. It starts burning, and then it's uncontrollable. And I have actually been coughing a lot on air. If you guys are
Why aren't you coughing now, bitch?
watching my show, we'll have a cough
He only coughed when he's forced to read fucking text messages. Only then.
button I can step on and cough. There's a button I step on, and I've been hacking and coughing. It's 100% real.
You were talking about how you've done thousands of hours of programming, right?
More than that over the years, yes.
Not all of it's been about Sandy Hook, right? You talk about a lot of other stuff, right?
Oh, in our estimation, over 99+% has not been Sandy Hook.
I want to talk about some of the other stuff. Boston bombing. You said it was fake, a DHS drill.
Your Honor, we're going to object 403. No relevance to Sandy.
We can get into it some because it's been already introduced. Some.
Well, I'm going to show the pattern here. You talked to Boston bombing. You've been telling the world, fake, not real. A Department of Homeland Security drill, right?
There was a drill. I think real people got bombed. But we've asked questions on both sides here.
Yeah, you said the exact opposite. You've in fact said that some of those people who were claimed to be injured were crisis actors in other tragedies. Just like in Sandy Hook, you said.
And we reported on other people saying that.
And in fact, you've said about some of the people at Sandy Hook. During your coverage of Sandy Hook, you have said they were actually some of the people pretending to be injured in the Boston bombing. You said that.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Shooting of Representative Gabrielle Giffords. You remember when that happened in Arizona?
Yes.
Okay, and you said that was a government mind control operation, right?
I said the guy fit the bill.
Did you say he fit the bill, or did you tell your audience explicitly that was a government mind control operation? What did you do?
I didn't know you were going to bring this up. That was a long time ago.
What about the Sutherland Springs church shooting just down the road from here? That wasn't that long ago. You said that was fake, an Antifa false flag staged operation, right?
I believe we said that happened. No question, like Uvalde.
I love that. I love that. He's like, well, we admitted that happened. We just said it was Antifa. He's like, yeah, I got you there. I said Antifa did it. But that means somebody did it. I'm admitting that it happened. Okay? Not all of the shootings. I didn't say all the shootings were fake. The ones that were conducted and committed by Antifa were real.
So that's why the judge is rigging the court proceeding to make sure that the script, this is literally a script gets told in a certain way for future audiences.
Papa Bless 5, thank you for the 5 gifted. Old Safety Dad, thank you for the 5 gifted.
That man's name is Robert Barnes?
Yes.
Okay. That's Infowars?
Yes.
He was hosting your show on the 29th?
Dude, honestly, I forgot how extreme his stuff was. I never did. You want to know why? Because I watch him every night and every day. Also, Insta hard. I love that.
Yes.
Well, you were on the show for part of the 29th, right? You were in the courtroom part of it, on your show part of it.
I believe so.
Okay. And Mr. Barnes, he's a frequent anchor on Infowars?
He's been a frequent guest for about 6 years or so.
He's also represented you in this case as an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. You say, Mr. Jones, that you're taking these court proceedings seriously. You're approaching them in good faith. But the truth of the matter is, you've been broadcasting repeatedly a picture of our judge on fire, haven't you?
Objection compound, Your Honor.
No.
You have to wait till the court rules.
Oh.
Overruled. There was a statement and then a question.
Mr. Jones, I'm going to hand you what I've marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 129. That's from your show, isn't it?
I can't understand a better way to get fucking absolutely destroyed other than doing exactly this. Like, that is so insane. He's on trial for stochastic terrorism, like defamation that led to actual instances of like genuine and legitimate harassment. And he's trying to do that to the fucking judge. That is wild, bro. That is awesome. Like,
That's justice on fire.
Huh, okay. That's from your show, isn't it?
Yes, I haven't seen this.
And you've been running this video repeatedly, haven't you?
No, I've not been there all the time.
You haven't been there a lot of the time. You've been there every day this last week, haven't you?
he's saying that's justice itself, not the specific judge.
Every single day.
No, I taped some of the shows.
Even though I did say that the current lady judge is a pedophile demon. And by that I meant Lady Justice instead.
Been there today.
Your Honor, I'd like to move.
Yeah, it's like, it's awesome when he just like runs with like, no, it's actually Lady Justice. It's not the lady judge that is, in the court with me right now. Anila, thank you for the 5 get subs. Taylor Bailey, 26, thank you for the 5 get subs.
129 into evidence?
Is this impeachment evidence? Is this I'm not exactly sure what Mr. Bankston wants to do with.
I think he wants to impeach Mr. Jones with it.
Does he want to introduce it? Is it just to show to the jury, or does he want it to
No, I
go
think
into evidence?
I'm first moving
Moved
to
it
admit it as
into
evidence.
evidence. He's moving that it be accepted into evidence. Do you have an objection?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the legal objection?
401, 403.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, you may, Your Honor.
Plaintiff's 129 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you just...
Wait, did she grant it or deny it?
Plaintiff's 129 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Denied, bitch. I'm saying the objection was denied. Therefore, it is still given. It will be shown to the jury. Dude, that's awesome. That's great. Literally no better way. No better way to, I mean, she's even fucking smiling at this point. It's like, no better way to get absolutely dicked down by the longest dick of the law than to just like make inferences and try to do the same thing you're on trial for to the fucking judge. I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. I can't. Like, it is so wild. It's like driving drunk to your drunk driving court case. And like driving drunk directly into the fucking room. Like driving your car to the fucking wall like the Kool-Aid man and be like, I'm not drunk.